Ikwerre people are Igbos. We are not from Benin. Even the late Oba of Benin wrote a book titled, I Remain, Sir, Your Obedient Servant. On page 19, he said he worked in the Ahunja district and he came across the Ikwerres and the Chase, who are typical Igbos. So if the custodian of the Benin heritage could on record say that the Ikwerres and the Chase are typical Igbos, you are going behind to say you are Benin. Now they say no, you are Igbos. Nobody owns Igbo. And there is no superior Igbo, neither is there an inferior Igbo. Igbo has different language dialects. Ikwerre is one of them. As a matter of fact, Ikwerre is about the biggest. If you draw the census, Ikwerre is the biggest language group in the entire Igbo land.
This life is balanced. Now you know stand well. Recently, I begin to understand that a stranger who betrays you is not your enemy. No wonder the Holy Book said, a man's own enemy is a member of his own house. And in Igbo adage, they said, it is the rat inside the house that tells the rat outside the house, say fish dey for the basket. Oke nọ n'ụlọ gwara oke nọ n'ọfịa na azụ nọ na ngịga. The real saboteurs are members of your own house. And the worst part of it is when they betray you without a price. When they betray you out of ignorance, when they sabotage your process out of ignorance, for foolish ego, for iberiberism, for mumuism. This is the height of ignorance. That is the height of betrayership. When a family member sells his fellow family member very cheap, in fact, for worthless price. At this moment, I have given up. Sadly. Yes, so one day I went somewhere, they were doing something. They said, Deputy Jesus, come, let me test this thing on your body. You will not feel the pain. I said, no, I don't want to test it. They said, are you not a man enough? This girl tested it and if he endured, I said, I am a woman in this case. Yes. At every point in time, you should know when to quit. You should know when to say, okay, I've been defeated. A good sportsmanship will shake out and say, nice doing competition with you. You walk away. You bow down in pride and bow out with your head high up. Yes, so it's better we leave these people alone because they are not just the enemy to others, they are the enemy to themselves. How many times will I tell you that the South Igbos are the problem of Southeastern Igbos? How many times will I tell you this? How many times will they make you to understand that every problem the Southeastern Igbos are facing today are caused by the so-called South Igbos? They bring in salt, they bring in justice, they bring evil names, name tagging to against Indi Igbo of the Southeast. And them too will follow and be accusing the Southeastern Igbo as the bad people. You know, see them? Watch the next video and see what I'm talking about.
Of the controversies from the Igbos and others who claim that the Ikwerre people, the Ikwerre people, and the other people are from Igbo. So, but they have told us that they hail from Benin, and we are standing by that. So, finding UKGB, it was a privilege that we should come to reunite from our fatherland. And that is why I'm representing the Ikwerre people today and people of River State to tell us that we are Benin. About of the
Are you ambassador? Are you an ambassador?
Yeah, my cultural ambassador, sir.
Cultural?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Me, I was diplomatic ambassador. I was diplomatic ambassador that served there. I was principal representative to 5 presidents of this country.
Yes, sir.
And as you know, maybe reappointed 3 times. I was 3-time ambassador. I'm a 3-time ambassador. Thank you very much for your presentation, your intervention. Yes, Ikwerre people, we also, please be observant. Ikwerre people, we know they are from Benin. Why am I? Were you there when I visited Port Harcourt?
Yes, sir.
You were in that group that received me in
Yes, sir.
you know, when, are you close to Wike's from his and Ikwerre?
Yes.
Are you close to him?
Yes, sir.
When he came with governors, that time he was a governor. When he came with some governors here and they were introducing him as His Excellency, the governor of Rivers State, I stopped the protocol officer, the one that was introduced. I said, you introduced this man well. That this governor, you should have introduced him as His Excellency of Benin origin. And they were surprised. His colleagues were surprised that why did His Majesty say that to introduce Wike as His Excellency of Benin origin. And I said, when I saw the look on their faces, I said, don't you, Your Excellency, you don't know that this governor, this one is originally from Benin. Ask him. So after that, they said he was teasing all of them that he was closer to the throne in Benin here than what they thought. It's true, Ikwerre people are from Benin. I've heard about that argument when they were trying to say that Ikwerre people are from Igbo. Or I heard about it. I thought it was ridiculous, But if Wike should come out and speak. If you come out and make a statement, if they have been talking about that, but sometimes I'm sure you know how Wike is so busy in Abuja now. So we're taking note of what you have said. I'm glad that the monarchs in Rivers State from the Ikwerre region, Ikwerre group, that they are taking note of your efforts. I want you to tell them that we are going to do our best to unite. This year is my 10th coronation anniversary. We are going to try and use the opportunity to unite all the people from Benin origin, from everywhere in the world, Nigeria, Benin, Nigeria, in the diaspora, to get them all together. There's a program for that already. So we would like to be interacting with you.
It was Livingstone who made that statement. And the proof is there that the late Oba of Benin recognized the Ikwerres, the Ogbas, the Chiefs, their orders are typically Igbo. In that book he wrote there that these people are typically Igbo. Look at the evidence now. But these same people went to Oba Benin Palace to prostrate that they are not Igbos. When the custodian is saying they are Igbos, they are also denying their Igbo-ness, bringing shame, dragging the entire Southeastern Igbo to the matter. Igbo people are saying this, Igbo people are saying that. Which Igbo man, which Igbo king have any of us in the South go and prostrate, say, we hear say they say we'll be Igbo, make we lie down for you? It's not possible. We don't do that. No Igbo man will even accept you for doing that, because we are brothers. But we go there to say they told us, my father say. So imagine if these people father told them that they are monkeys. These guys will also believe that they are monkeys. This is a joke taken too far. This is a joke taken too far. In the 21st century, able men like this don't know how to question what they have heard as a kid. How many of us we have been told that Your picture can be used to kill you. If you snap picture, don't give anybody picture. How many people today, their picture, they Facebook, who has been able to kill you through picture? But you cannot ask questions. Also, Iman Juju, Ndi Igbo si onye ajụjụ adịghị ụzọ. You refuse to ask questions and you're missing road and you're dragging the entire race, the entire tribe, the entire ethnic group into your foolishness. Look at the statement. We are Igbos. You know, some people will come to my comment section and said, if they say they are not Igbo, leave them alone. Is it by force? But these ones are forcing us to deny our Igbo-ness. They are forcing the entire Ikwerre to deny the Igbos. Even when the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo president is an Igbo man, even when this man, Livingstone, that is saying it, is an Igbo man, but those foolish ones want to drag everybody to become. But when we drag all of them and say we're Igbo, you want to say you are forcing them. Are they not the one forcing us to accept Binis? Are they not the one forcing us to remove to deny our Igbo-ness? They are everywhere. Thank God that nature will always have its cause. No matter how you want to deny it, whenever you say where you come from, you must defend it. You must explain tire and no evidence. You must explain to prove that you are not from Southeast, that you are not Igbo. That is how nature has made it to be. No matter what you want to deny, you must have cause to explain. You think if you go there, the Elba Binis will say, get up, you are not Igbo. You should go back to the place. No, nobody does that. Mostly in Africa, mostly in Nigeria, where supremacy is order of the day. If the entire Southeast get up now and walk down to Oni of Ife, tell and say, we have just realized that the entire Igbo nation are from Oni of Ife. The Oni of Ife will not tell they say it's a lie. Go back to your place, we are not Yoruba. They will accept. If the entire Hausa now, go, or the entire TV now, or entire Jukum, go to a gala now and bow down and say, we just discover, say, all of us are from a gala. He will accept it. He will never for one day say, I reject it. Go back to your place. It is normal. Nigeria is a place where if you carry yourself, give them, they will take you and do mumu. It is normal. So whether you prostrate and say this thing on social media anywhere, you are already automatically selling yourself short. You are a betrayer of your people and betray yourself for worthless price, for cheap. If to say you collect money for message, but ignorantly you sold yourself out. And these are the unredeemable fellows among us. A member of your own house is an enemy. Enemy within is greater than enemy without. The one that eats the food in the belly and make you grow hungry. That is who these people are. That is who they are. That's who they are. We cannot shy away from telling them the truth. While some of them, IIC, are working hard to see that they accept their Igbo-ness, some of them are destroying the work they have done. The other time I made a video of an Igbo man who their people are denying they are not Igbo. But what happened? When they commit crime, they call them Igbo. Oh yeah, now your name na Amadi. Your name na Chinemerem. Your name na Woroma. Come and deny your Igbo-ness. Go to anywhere, tell them say, my name is so and so, but I am not Igbo. Let's see how they will treat you. We will keep dealing with you people on this matter. We will keep dragging you to front and back until you come to understand that is a shame that you don't know who you are. Your father, our father says, so automatically you know that there are things around you have shown who you are, but you want to hold on to that one that your father said. So if your father have not said anything, you wouldn't have even have any excuse to say that you are not Igbo. I've told you that their problem is self-hate, but you think he hates others. First, we have last, they cut himself, say, I want to kill myself so that my family will suffer. You are the one that's going to die, your family will move on. Any man who shed tears for your death, yes, 6 hours hunger, he will endure. Just like fasting. The next thing, they will tell and say, eat food, you know, go kill yourself. Once the person eat food, he don't forget you. Life goes on. That's who you are. You are cursing, you think you are hating Ndi Igbo. He said, because I hate Ndi Igbo. They have made us, Igbos are wicked, they are land grabbing, they are doing this, they are doing that. Igbos are this, Igbos are that, they love money, they are the ones. So You think you hate Igbo, you don't know you hate yourself. You hate yourself because like I've always said, none of us choose who we are. In your womb, we do not choose your parents. You do not choose the village you'll be born. You do not choose whether you be a man. You do not choose to be tall. You do not choose to be black. You do not choose your language. None did you choose, including your name. Suddenly, as you start hearing words, as you start hearing voices, you start seeing people telling you, oh, your name is Tichuku Emeka, but you are not Igbo. Eh? You don't ask question. How is it that I'm not Igbo? No, you ask question. They tell you, say, yes, we dey bear Igbo name because Igbo people na him our mother marry. Eh? Now so it be. Igbo people know na mother marry. I've asked this question. This is why I keep saying it. I want to marry an Igbo woman. A typical Igbo woman. I am tired of fuck, shit, harder, money, here. Oh my God, I'm tired of that when making love. I want to hear the sound of Igbo woman when you're making love in Igbo language. Nna m tiwe mi ọhụ, ọ na-atọ mmiri pụọ, kụwa m ya, oh pike, ikpu m na-atọ, oh kụwa m ya, ọsụ na-agba mmiri, achọrọ m ka ọ marụgodu ka o si atọ, na o nwere ike ọ bụrụ ihe a. Maybe now like this, your forefathers, the Ikwerres, the Ogbas, the Chies. This is what Akalaka and his brother Chichi heard from the Igbo women they married and decided to speak Igbo language and change their name from whatever Benin name they give to them to Chichi and Akalaka. This is what I want to experience in Igbo woman I want to marry. I keep saying it. An Igbo woman should find me. Typical Igbo woman that understand Nasu Igbo. I told them nke na-asụ Igbo. Nasu Igbo ọfụma. Achọrọ m nke na-asụ Central Igbo, nke na-asụ dịka Nsụka maọbụ Ebonyi, na-asụ Abakaliki ebe ọ dị ụtọ. So m na-akụ gị ọhụ iwere ya na-aza m okwu asụnarị m Igbo. Achọrọ m hada like this. No, sụọrọ m Igbo ka mmagodu. Let me know what the forefathers of Ikwerre saw in Igbo woman and change their language, change their name, change their food, change their village name. Ndo Ocho. Why don't your father, oh, you are telling us that your fathers only came as men, no women follow them. Or your parents, the parents of your fathers do not give birth to women. It's only men, and they marry Igbo women. So when they get to that land, they call Ikwerre, nobody is there, they find the place, as Benin people they are. How come they see Igbo women and marry in that place? You people think that all of us are going to be mumu in 21st century. Not to think. It is lack of thinking that made you believe the story they tell you. Now Igbo people they marry. Next they say na trade. Na trade. Now change in our language. Trade. Business trading. Portuguese traded with our people for years. Even with the British colonization for hundreds of years, we still retain our language, even though we're so if actually it's trade, why are you not speaking the Ribini name, the Ribini language and this one? I passed through Ebu, which they here. Ebu still retain their Igalarship and their Nyoma. They speak two languages there. If you go to Okunzu, the Olukumi language and the one is being spoken in those lands. Why is it that when you come to your own, you don't have any other language apart from that Igbo dialect you call Ikwerre, or that Igbo dialect you call Echie, or that Igbo dialect you call Ndoni, or that Igbo dialect you call Owa? And their progenitors are Ochichi and Akalaka. Who gave them that name? Why should a Benin man, whose name is Osaro Ogba Ewere, will give birth to a child and give it Igbo name? Oh, that man too also marry Igbo woman. The Oba marry Igbo woman because that's what you could say. That those days, if they marry Igbo women, the child will bear Igbo name. But today now, now they bear Igbo name. That's why. Stories here and there, up and down. Then say. Do you know how many they say? Do you know how many they say they are lies? I gave you an example that people can keep you through picture. Everybody you know, directly or indirectly, picture is on Facebook. Who will kill you through your picture? They're not going to take permission to download their picture. Who will kill you? Our father said. It is our father that said those things. Our father said. Fathers that lie to their children. One of the biggest lies they told us is that the Igbo man carry our gods, go to abroad and use it and manufacture things and come back here. And so many of us believe this lie. An artifact that has no single power in it was wrapped in waterproof, tied with rope, put in a ship, take it to the overseas, put it in a museum, and see they blow the artifact. They claim say that is a god. A god that cannot know road to come back again. Is that one God? That is what our father said. None of us were there when they were stolen. Even in those great Binis kingdom, when the bronze and all those things were stolen, they see it as gods. Images carved out of bronze were stolen and taken there. Some people believe today is the gods, and that is what gives the Igbo man brain. The strength, the idea, the power, the knowledge the Igbo man used to navigate, to come and rob it here. Is it not enough for them to have power above their gods? And still their gods no road come back. Your God is chilling now in AC in the museum. People, they go there do selfie, they pay money to go and watch them. They become a theater for people to go and watch and do sightseeing. And you are claiming that is the God that give Igbo brain. The brain that the men have to come and sack your people, your village, overthrow you and take it. The gods could not even defend you that time. This is the God. That is what your father said. And many of you believe it. So I'm not surprised that you believe your father said you are from Benin and you believe the cook and bull story. When you cannot think in the 21st century to analyze issue and understand that these things are pure lies. I go lie for you. Look at it. The whole Benin Oba said in his book, and he walked in those places and found that these people are typical Igbos. And your own brother, the Ikwerre man, Livingstone, said it in this occasion, that we are typical Igbos. With act of hatred for yourself, because I know you think you want to, I go show Igbo people wickedness. You go see wickedness, I go show Igbo people wickedness. You can never submit to them. Who is forcing you to submit? Who want to dominate you? You don't know you hate yourself. Oh yeah, I don't go up there now. You see, I've been saying it, how I wish we were in one single state. So that the Oba Benin will suspend all your king the way he did to Iwanke people. And call them a noge. That is when you will realize that you're a slave to them. I'm out of here, John.